Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Drunken Idiots. I know, we're always fucked up and we're already intoxicated. I mean, I am. I don't know about anyone else, but Michael's already taking shots. I mean, shit. He's
well.
strong. So, of course, we have Mike here. Everyone's already taking shots. I mean, I'm a little behind, so I'm just going to drink this.
I said, this isn't what you think it is.
So, this one's going to be a different one. I feel like, and I feel the vibe is a little different. But if you guys didn't notice, Mike is here again, and Memphis is here. I mean, we all know who Memphis is. So I think we should start this off with, since I remember this, because this was a topic that was brung up to me right before the podcast. Does avocados taste like mushed peas? Well, see. I want to hear everyone else's opinion, actually. So let's just go around. Whoever wants to go first, tell me your opinion. Does avocado taste like smushed peas? Anyone?
Right,
Michael?
I'll go first.
Mike? Okay.
First, Memphis, because I have some other things I want to say at the end.
Alright, I have never actually eaten an avocado because everybody that I've met says that they're gross, so I never really tried one.
Okay. So what
is wrong with you?
So, okay, Mike, what about you?
I'm hanging out with Memphis. I have literally the same response.
Okay.
I don't eat them because it just everybody like I've always okay. I'm gonna just say it. Avocado, like the actual avocado itself. Yeah, it looks like a wrinkly nutsack. I'm just saying.
I mean, you're wrong.
I mean,
Yeah.
if you look at it, it's just
Yeah.
I mean, you are not wrong there.
It doesn't look appetizing, bro. Like it's just not me.
So chat says no, and then we have new people in chat. Chat says no, and then we have avocados is fire. Avocados kind of taste like dizzy. Am I reading that right? Or am I?
Can we just have avocado fucking?
Dizzy. Oh,
Can we just have avocado stickers now?
damn! I fell right into that one, didn't I? I fell right into that one. So, Michael, what is your opinion about avocados tasting like peas? You have a strong opinion, I feel like.
I think avocados are actually really fucking good.
Really? Okay.
Yes, and there's actually another thing I want to talk to you about, my good sir, because this is also another comment you made before the stream. Why the fuck do you not like guacamole?
Okay.
Explain this to me.
All right, so anyone that doesn't know in the chat and that is followers, viewers, anywhere, I'm a vegetarian, so I see why Michael's asking this 100%. You would think the vegetarian would like guac, but it's I don't know what it is. Anytime
you never had good guac, then
I must have not. But I don't know what it is, but every time I like have a taste of guac, I don't know. I say guac, and I don't know if
you guac.
I don't know if I don't know. Last time I tasted guac, it was the taste and the texture.
Hey Donnie, I see you in chat.
I don't know if guac is. I don't know why I don't like guac, but I think it's. But last time I checked, I didn't like guac for the taste, right? But also the texture.
He's sterile and he likes the taste.
Wow.
Oh my god.
But I mean, with guac, I don't like guac. But avocados, I've never had just a straight avocado. You know what I mean? I haven't. So, but with guac, I don't like guac. But
Literally, just put avocado on toast. It's great. It's fucking perfect.
Okay, I'll try that. But that topic was pretty fucking quick. I'm gonna be honest. So, it was quite straightforward.
Like a spicy on it, though.
Right. I'm honestly trying to remember what I brung for topics to the table. But so we can not have any. Silence. Michael, or oh my god, I can't talk tonight. Holy crap. Michael and Mac. Jesus! Get it together!
Now, look, if I may say this is your fault. You're the one who keeps bringing in people with the names that start with M.
This is true.
It's so true.
Mike, Memphis, Matt.
Thing 1 and thing 2, like that.
He's
something along those
with
lines.
men with the letter M. You know what I'm telling you.
Well, to be fair, he didn't know until after he asked me. So,
Mike, do you have any topics?
Yes.
Okay.
I have 2 actually. I have one on my phone. I've got like 3 I pulled up on my computer while we were sitting here.
Okay. I'm ready to hear your topics.
Yo. So we all love Florida man topics, right?
Oh my gosh, yes.
Florida man.
All right, because that's apparently where all the craziness comes from.
That is very true.
This one's kind of just minor. I just think it's funny myself because of my my history. But this one's a Florida boy. This kid, you know what magnet fishing is?
Yes,
Yeah.
I actually love that stuff. It's fun.
Yeah. All right. So this kid he's actually autistic. His grandfather like saw that he was like big on like these magnet fishing videos. So he made him like a rig, and the kid goes to the nearest bridge next to his house, pulls up 2 50 caliber Barrett sniper rifles out of a river right next to his house, like less than a mile away from his house.
What?
Each one of them was wrapped in plastic, like sealed plastic bags, right? No barrel, so we obviously know what's going on with that one. And they're both valued at $10,000 a piece. And I think the kid is... I can't find his age. I want to say he's... I wanted to say...
Kid, but what the fuck, Florida?
I want to say it was like around 8 years old. Yeah, something along those lines. Yeah.
Shit, he made 20K in about 5 seconds.
Yeah, right.
That's true. I mean, Florida is an interesting state. I will put it that way.
Yeah.
In general, everything about Florida is interesting because random shit like that happens.
Yeah. I mean that is true. That is true. I did remember one of my topics. So you guys have you guys kept up with the Microsoft buying Activision?
Everybody.
Okay.
Everyone living in the world has.
Obviously. So Microsoft actually confirmed that they're not going to take it out of Sony. They're going to keep it, on everything. But they also confirmed that Switch will be included on cross-platform with COD eventually. How do you guys feel about that?
Honestly, I feel like that's gonna be a little unfair, and the only reason I say that is because when it comes to the Switch, for one, it's a lot harder to do stuff on it. I know, like, was it Fortnite, for example?
Mm-hmm.
Fortnite was one of those weird ones. If you played on console, it's nice and crisp. You played on PC, it's extremely crisp. Movement's super easy. You go to the Switch, it seems dumbed down.
Right.
So, is it going to be the same thing with Call of Duty? Because, to be honest, Call of Duty's already fucking broken.
Well, okay, so I don't know if you guys keep up with, like, the Twitter stuff. I very rarely do. I don't really keep up with that much of Twitter. But I do keep up with, like, other socials. And with Twitter and, like, Instagram and other socials, people have said that they believe that Microsoft will... Oh, well, I have a burp coming in. Microsoft will make it better. So, but with the Switch is very...
Yeah, it's going to be complicated, I feel like.
I can see where you come from, where you think it's going to be a disadvantage. But I've definitely played with some Switch kids, and, like, if you get that cracked... Like, if you get that movement...
Insane.
They're insane. On Fortnite, I've only played with them on Fortnite. Yeah. But... I think that it will be the same amount of skills you can have with the Xbox and PS4, PlayStation, and with Switch. But I think it's going to be a very big learning curve for the Switch players because I could be wrong. I do know a lot of people do buy Switches. I have a Switch. Kayla plays the Switch a lot, and It's very fun. I mean, it's
Now-
really cool.
This is another thing, though. Because when it comes to the Switch, so of course Fortnite is literally like a fraction of the size of Call of Duty.
Right.
How the hell are
Absolutely.
you going to download 100 and some odd gigabytes?
But there's a good possibility now. It's not confirmed or anything.
Now, maybe Nintendo's stepping up their game. I don't know.
Right. There's a good possibility that like Xbox will make it where it's not so big, or make it where at first it's just Warzone, because Warzone's is a very little
Everything.
game.
Yeah.
It's a very, very little game. So they could make it start off with Warzone and put cross-platform in there, and then put into the newer Call of Duties and start like maybe they could give us a little like, treat and make it where the game is not so big.
Maybe, but at the same time, if you're gonna do that, you might as well do it across all platforms. Try to balance it.
That's what I mean. Like,
Okay.
that's what I mean. If they do that, I mean, like, they would make it smaller.
Yeah, it's gonna be easier if you balance it between everything.
But at the same time, the only reason it is big is because, Call of Duty is now known as
Hard drive killer.
Warzone. Yeah, hard drive killer. Yeah,
Yeah.
Warzone.
There's so much stuff.
And I mean, like, I really can't. I mean, there's a lot of team deathmatch, search and destroy. You got gun game, so I get why it's a big game, but I do feel like there is a way they could make it smaller, where it's more realistic to download it on a console. Because on a console, you're not, unless you're getting the newest Xbox or the newest PlayStation, you're not getting terabyte until you get the newest.
Especially because like the Switch, for example, it's small and condensed, but that's for a reason. So it's easily, you can take it wherever the hell you want to.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Unless they make it where you can put an external hard drive and attach it. To
Yeah,
the
that's. I
Switch,
mean,
then
if they could
that's
do
the kind of thing
that,
they would do.
if they could do
See,
that, that would be amazing.
That's true. Or if they made it where you could just easily buy more space on the store, I think that would be a game changer. If you could just go to Xbox Store and go, I want to buy 2 terabytes, and
Cloud space.
yeah, exactly. So, you just buy more space instead of paying monthly. You could just either pay up front of how much the actual terabyte card, because there's a terabyte card for Xbox and PlayStation. So it's like $50 depending on what kind you get.
Oh, okay. I've seen some really nice ones that were like $100, $200, $300 are like nutty.
Yeah, see, my terabyte card I got from my Xbox, I don't have it anymore because I kind of crashed it. I don't know how, but my terabyte card, I can't tell you exactly how much it was, but it wasn't too expensive.
Yeah.
So I think it's just the brand, you know what I mean? But I think that
it really depends.
if anything, if Microsoft came out with, since they just bought all these games, if Microsoft came out with just a Microsoft thing where you can buy more space, I think that would be like that would change the game, where you can either pay monthly like you do Xbox Live, or you could just buy the storage for like only Switch and only Xbox. Because PC, you can easily go and buy a 4 terabyte card for like $40. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Put it in there, you're good. So
something I just thought about.
Will they take advantage of that though? Like, do you think? Like well, we can soak up another $50 a month from these people for an extra couple of terabytes.
Like an optional thing.
Let's encourage our creators to make big ass games so they keep buying storage.
See, I think
it'd be a big two-way street there. That could be a big battle.
I mean, it could go to a bad place, is what I mean. Like it could.
Yeah, it could definitely.
Yeah, it could. But how I see it is like,
it also could benefit the player.
if you're smart and like not smart, sorry. If you are really into video games and really trying to make your storage better, really trying to, get get everything looking better, holding more stuff, you're like really into game. I don't know how to where I'm trying to like, your graphics, you're like really, really, really into the content or gaming industry. Then you're gonna see that, it's $10 a month for 2 terabytes, and you're gonna be like, wait, I can go and buy a terabyte card for $50. Fuck it, I'm gonna go buy it. Boom.
Oh yeah.
So I think it's a lot of smart purchases. You know what I mean? That's where they'll get the kids, but with the grown-ups and young adults that are thinking, well, I could find it cheaper. That's usually what happens. Like, except for games.
Yeah, I do the same thing.
Except for games, unless you have a PC and you can go onto a website that can give you a game for cheaper, then you are paying full price for a game, but you're not paying full price for anything else but that game, if that makes sense. Like, if you have Xbox Live, yes, you're going to pay full amount. I don't think anyone can really find a way to make Xbox Live. But if they came out with a terabyte and make more memory, then you're going to find a way to make that cheaper. Because I wouldn't pay $10, $4, $3 a month for a 4 terabyte card when you can go and buy it. You know what I mean? That would be pointless. But
their marketing like financing it forever.
Their marketing skills would be like Fortnite. They're going towards the kids.
Then you miss a payment and you lose all your data.
Exactly. Exactly. That would suck. But you don't miss a payment because you want to go and play with that friend tonight. I like Sony and
now one thing I thought about.
Okay.
What if Nintendo is staying on the DL and maybe they're deciding to create a bigger console?
But
could that be possible for them, you think?
That could. But here's the thing,
it would be creative.
But what console? Think about a console they could make that is not PS4 or Xbox. I think the reason why they
it would be on their own like platform, of course.
Right,
what I'm saying is, since they want to do like Call of Duty and everything for Nintendo and all that, what if they try to create like their own style platform? Like you have a PC, your PS5, your Xbox, then you have your Nintendo. Make one that can actually handle the higher quality stuff, so it makes it more balanced.
Like remake a goated GameCube or something, like
pretty much. Yeah, make like a stupid strong GameCube.
I can see that being a thing, but I think that where Nintendo is going now is that Nintendo is looking for a different console to make. Because if you make a console now, these day and age, you're gonna be like, oh, you're a copycat for Xbox, you're a copycat for PlayStation, Sony, whatever. But if you make like a Nintendo, like the Switch, you're a copycat of the. They can say you're a copycat of the PC. What's it called? PSP.
PSP.
The PSP, right? But that didn't jump up like Nintendo. So the Nintendo is known as play it at home and play it on the go.
Yeah.
So I think that the only way they can make a new console is if it's on the go still. You know what I mean?
Maybe.
So
they've been doing that for a long time.
I can see them coming out with the Switch Plus or the Switch 1S, the Switch 5S. You know what I mean? Like how they're doing with the Xboxes and the PS4s. I could see them just going up and up with the names, and then they're just basically making the graphics better, making the screen wider for the on the go. You know what I mean? That's how I could see them successfully making a console right now.
Well, they could do both, really, if you think about it.
Yeah,
because you look at the like Xbox app and stuff, and they're trying to like dip into like mobile play on Xbox games and stuff like that. Say, for example, just out of nowhere, you have your console, like your Nintendo console, you take the controller and you just plug the controller into your phone, and you have
Yeah.
your mobile play games. That's the same console technically. You know what I mean? Like you could doing it. You could do both, really. Like you could okay, I'm on my main console. I'm playing these in-depth games, these Call of Duties, these Apex Legends, these high quality games because I'm on the at-home machine. But I take this same the same machine, just the controller or whatever. I plug the controller into my phone. I'm playing these mobile games that don't soak up quite as much, space, graphics, things like that, just for on the go. Your Animal Crossings, your, you know, like, you know, Pokemon games or whatever the hell you have that are
Right.
available just to mobile play. Because I know Xbox was trying to do that for a minute. Is they wanted some things to be like mobile play, and you had, which was on a couple of games, and then you obviously had the rest of Xbox games on your Xbox. So like they could do both. They have that option. You know what I mean? To be both mobile and at home if they do it correctly.
I mean, they've done it before. Like Nintendo did Game Boy, if I'm not mistaken. Correct.
I'm gonna go take a piss. I'll be right back. Y'all can keep on talking what you're talking about, but I do want to leave on a note before I take a piss. So, what do you guys think about that? Overwatch could be making an Overwatch 2. I'll be back.
But so
Yeah,
Mike,
yeah,
maybe you
well,
know this. Maybe you know this a little bit better. Nintendo did Game Boy, correct?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, they did this before. They made Game Boy, Nintendo 64, more Game Boys, DSs, GameCube. Then now of course, like the Switch. So I mean, this isn't the first time they've stumbled into this territory.
N64 has been it's been 25, 30 years since they.
It's still a god tier console, in my opinion.
It was a beast of a console. I can't say that.
So I mean, they've tried
And the
stumbling
Super
into
Nintendo.
this platform before. So I mean,
Yeah.
why not try it again? Except go for the bigger system. You already have the online stuff figured out. You already have the gameplay stuff figured out.
Well,
make an in-home console.
I mean, you think about it. They have kind of dipped their finger into every aspect of gaming. Like you have the Wii, which is the motion sensor games. You have the obviously the Switch, your mobile, and the Game Boys and stuff in the past, which is like your previous generations of mobile gaming
consoles.
And then you had the GameCube, you had the N64, you had the Super Nintendo before the N64.
Yeah, with the SNES or whatever.
Yeah. So like they have kind of, and and GameCube I think was the most recent one that was just for that.
Yeah.
But they have dipped their hand into just about every aspect of gaming. Now, because they've seen every aspect of gaming, it wouldn't be, to me, a bad idea to build a one-does-all type of machine. Where, like I said, your controller is your mobile, which is your controller is your DS, or not your DS, but your controller is your Switch.
I mean, yeah.
Then the Switch connects to the console, which is the main console for your in-depth games, and then also comes with the motion sensor, like Wii type of stuff, with it. So like if they just took all of their previous endeavors and combined them into one big one,
that'd be a mega game system.
Yeah, so because no one else is really doing that right now.
Yeah, no,
everyone's just focusing on the graphics heavy, just everything.
Yeah. Like PlayStation, Xbox dabbled in the motion sensing stuff, but then it kind of died out, and then the only thing you really have is Oculus.
Yeah.
Which I love Oculus. That stuff's amazing.
Yeah, but I think having the option on a little bit more economical machine, you know what I mean, would be would be smarter.
What I want to know is what the fuck happened to the KFC console? Was that just a meme?
That was probably a meme, bro.
Bro, I thought that shit was actually gonna come out, bro. Like actually, I thought
this bitch better chicken too. Like
they did
chicken for me,
and fucking be able to warm up your chicken with your console and play 120 frames at the same time. That's what
PlayStations do. You've seen the videos of people cooking bacon on them things while they're playing.
Yeah, I mean, you hear the jet engine turn on.
That's what my
So-
Xbox sounds like right now.
So,
my power button.
any of you guys play Overwatch?
Shots.
I mean, I dabbled in it a little bit, but not a lot.
Shots. Okay, I'm taking a shot.
Shots. Let's
I'm
go.
down to take a shot.
I played Overwatch like twice, and that was pretty much it.
All right, shots, boys. Shots.
That shot,
Okay.
Jordan.
I mean,
I don't have
it's a little-
a shot. Something else just prevent me from doing
It's a
that.
little shot. You're right. That better,
That's
Michael?
better. That is better. Second
Okay.
line at least.
Okay. All right, boys. Let's cheers to a great night.
I already did mine.
Sender.
He's like, you're late, bro.
What are you doing?
Whew.
You know what the worst part is? I'm drinking this black label, and I'm literally chasing it with whiskey and Pepsi. So I'm taking a double shot.
I don't think you're trying to wipe your hard drive.
Interesting. So, have any of you guys played Overwatch, or do you guys play Overwatch? And what do you like? Anything?
I've
Yeah.
played it a couple times, and I didn't mind it. I just never really got into it.
Yeah,
What
I
about
played
you,
it.
Memphis?
I played it like twice, and I was not really about it. It's very cartoony for me.
What'd you say?
Fair enough. What do you think about Overwatch?
I actually never liked it. I watched a lot of people play it. I watched a lot of streamers play it, but I just never liked it ever.
Okay.
It just
Well,
wasn't interesting to me.
A fun fact: Overwatch has been around for like years, right? And Overwatch, they put out an Overwatch 2.0 on basically the tracker of Overwatch, where you can track your stats, you can track your kills. Basically, it's
It's a
tracker.
full-blown tracker.
Yeah, it's a tracker. So they're just well, they came out with a Overwatch 2.0 and an Overwatch something else. I can't remember the name, but they're coming. So like they linked an Overwatch 2 in some sorts, and basically people have been talking about it for years. I know you guys don't know.
Revamping it.
They could be revamping it or coming out with a whole new Overwatch. So, like, I know you guys don't play Overwatch and, you guys don't care for it, but for what you have seen on an Overwatch, what would you guys change if there was an Overwatch 2?
I wouldn't. I mean, it's already a pretty, like, clean game, honestly. I like the movement and everything. Gosh, that's kind of hard to say, to be honest, because, I mean, it's a fairly decent game.
Okay.
You know
Okay.
what? I think the only thing you can do is change the characters. Really, in order to change it, the way I see it, because I'm a Rainbow Six Siege fan.
Oh, I love Siege.
I'm a huge Siege fan, and Siege has been so in depth with a lot of things. The only thing you can really do to change the game is change the characters, and just completely wipe the characters and start from a fresh board. Keep the same game, but wipe the characters.
Yeah, if you're making this whole second game, kind of revamp the characters into something else.
Yeah, because there's almost there's so much in both. I know I'm more experienced with Siege, but I know there's a lot in Overwatch too. But there's so much in both. In order to really change anything, you almost have to just completely wipe it and do new characters, and that's it.
Yeah. It's still a very technical game. It's just it's so hard to change something like that because it's actually pretty decent, unless you're changing up the maps, of course, like Siege has done with revamping the maps and changing them up a little bit, like House.
Yeah.
Right.
Or changing the characters completely, bringing out something new.
So, Smith, this is going to be a long stream. We are doing 2 episodes in this stream, and most likely we will have the same
Smitty,
people.
I got you.
We'll most likely have the same people in. See, Michael's the drinker.
Mama didn't raise no bitch.
But basically, I'm trying to pace myself, so they can all take a shot. I'll take a sip of my beer. I'm just trying to pace myself so we, keep on track.
You know I got you, Smitty.
But so Memphis. Actually, we didn't hear your opinion. What's your opinion about it? You watched a lot of
So
content. About
we know you don't like it, so
I just feel like there's a lot of going on in the game. It's not just the
So
whole
Kayla's a
lot of
beast. Well,
chaos.
Memphis, real quick. She actually just pointed this out in chat.
Like my PC will it'll like go like all the lights and everything will turn off, my fans will turn off, and it'll like after a while if I don't move my mouse it'll fucking go to sleep.
Okay, well, I'll show you how to change that. That's fine. I mean, I don't want to
for now
expect you
it's
to change
fine.
it right now, but I'll show you how to change that.
Alright.
It's definitely you can change in the settings, so that doesn't happen to you when you're watching a video or something, over than just the podcast. But keep on going. So you say you don't like Overwatch, but you have watched a lot of content about Overwatch. What would you want to change about Overwatch if there was an Overwatch 2 to make you like it? That's the real question. So like that's the real question right there.
It's the whole more or less trying to be another game, cuz like it seems like Call of Duty and Apex had a baby and then it's all just mushed together and then it's just straight chaos throughout the whole game.
But so I'm gonna disagree with you with that one, just because. So you've played Paladins before?
No, I don't.
I
haven't
forgot
played that.
about that game.
It's the
Okay,
same game. It's literally the same
yeah.
game.
It's the same game. Okay, so where I'm going with this is that I see that you think that, but with Overwatch, there's not a battle royale, so that's the big difference, right? And then also, but it's like Siege,
More arena style, yeah.
It's like Siege, like Mike was saying. It's like Siege, but cartoonish style, but you have different characters. So basically, since you like Siege, put Siege into a cartoon and into kind of a cartoonish game where you're, fighting against each other, trying to protect the payload. I mean, whatever they call the objective,
Kind of the same concept.
It's the same
Yeah.
concept.
Yeah.
So if you were to say make a game based off Siege, right? And you made say Overwatch, and Overwatch was just like Siege, what would you change to make the question even better? To make for Memphis right now, because
okay.
to make the question easier for him, for everyone to answer, you know what I mean? Because like I know everyone doesn't care for Overwatch, but if you say put in Siege just like Overwatch but in a animated way, what would you change? Would it be the animation, or would it be the characters, or would it be the movement? What's so, like, I kind of want to know what's so bad, and what would you change because it's so bad?
Honestly, I don't really know. I like, in my opinion, it's just like one of those games that I just like. I would not spend money for.
Okay.
Like I saw people play it and like I wanted to play it, but I wasn't gonna spend
Right.
the amount of money that it was for what it looked like, in my opinion. I just didn't feel like I would like the game. Because
Okay.
like I can look at a game and be like, oh hell yeah, that looks sick. And then I can look at a game and be like, oh man, I don't know if I'm gonna like that, and I'm not gonna buy that.
Since okay. So, but since that's your answer, let me ask you this though: how many games have you bought that you were not going to be interested in? You thought that were good?
Car X Drifting Online.
Is that the only one?
Mm,
Like even $2, $1, 20 cents, 50 cents. You know what I mean? The smallest amount. If you bought it,
And a few.
if
I know
you
that,
bought
right?
it, what did you? If you bought it, did you end up liking it, even though that it wasn't appealing to
Oh
you at
yeah,
first?
Need for Speed Heat. I thought was a dog shit game. I got it when it was on sale because it had the Need for Speed name. It was like $14 or $12. I played it and I thought the mechanics were horrible. And then I started
Right.
playing it for a while, got used to the mechanics, and then I had dominated on that game. Like nobody could fucking touch me online, dude. It was crazy, man. I had crazy cars. I had a RX-7 that I would go around a turn, press my nitrous, and do a fucking wheelie up the fucking highway. It was my greatest car. I loved it.
So let me ask you this: is it the price, or is it the actual game itself? You feel like you would hate?
Game like Cold War. I paid $60 for Cold
Oh
War,
my
and
god.
I hated it. Worst
They
Call of
ruined
Duty
that game.
in my opinion. Worst Call
I
of
haven't
Duty
played
other
Cold
than
War in a very long time.
Don't.
Well, I love how they slap zombies on it. Be like, "Yo, come buy this."
That was the
Zombies
only
is
good
on
thing
it.
about
Like,
it.
Yeah,
and that's
Zombies was
it.
good. They
And then
they spent all their time on zombies, literally.
and honestly, that's to me. I know some people that grind zombies like days on end and shit like
Yeah.
that. Dude, it is absolutely
love
to me. It
zombies.
is fucking mindless. I'm like, dude, it is just mindless shooting.
Yeah,
Like, there's
you
no
just kind of,
thinking involved.
and
It's
it's
just
such a cheap way to level up your guns.
yeah. Well, that too. But like it's mindless shooting. I need more engagement with my brain. Like I just running in circles and training zombies
Yeah.
into a straight line and then
Now,
shooting
don't
them.
get me wrong. In the
Yeah.
later levels, it gets fucking nutty.
Oh, I know that. I know that. But
It gets
for the
broken.
majority of the time, like 3/4 of your time playing zombies, it's mindless.
Yeah, you're just going in circles.
Exactly. You're going in circles. You hit pack punch. Go in circles. Hit pack punch. And it's just it's a mindless thing. Or the mystery box, whatever. To me, it's just a mindless runaround. But I need something that's I don't know if it's the ADD or what. But like I said, back to Siege, you have like 3-minute matches.
Yeah. Now, see, I do like the zombies on Vanguard because that's an interesting concept because of the whole portal system. Because there's no real training in it then.
I didn't get into it because of the Vanguard because I saw Cold War was like fuck this.
Actually, Vanguard's not bad. Vanguard they did decent on actually. The zombies is more interesting because it's more of a portal system where you actually have objectives to complete instead of just buying your way through the game and then training zombies.
Blue nose. Sorry.
It's understandable.
Now, one thing so it's a different topic real quick. I actually kind of want your guys' opinion on this. Season 12 of Apex. I know Jordan and Memphis, of course, played. I don't know about you, Mike.
I haven't played it yet. I haven't been home in like 3 days.
Okay. So see. Oh, okay. Memphis and Michael knows, but by us three, I'm the biggest Apex fan. Am I wrong or right?
You're pretty even. I love Apex.
I mean,
Dude, this man literally played competitive Apex for years.
Yes, this is true.
He hasn't beat.
He's gotten me to play Apex more than I ever did on Call of Duty at this point.
So, anyone in chat, so you guys know that Kayla's a beast is my fiance. Just so you know, put it out there. So what I was saying is, bro, Apex, bro. Okay, so back in the beginning, where Apex started with the add-ons, they started with Digithreat and damage.
Oh, I know.
What's the shield? What's the shield thing?
Shield cell or shield battery?
No. I'm talking about when they put the add-on with the gun, where it destroyed your shield but not your health.
Not Hammer Point, was it?
Hammer Point, yeah. So Hammer Point and Digithreat. So you guys know Digithreat is health, Hammer Point is shield. So they just added on where now on 3v3s where RE45 has Digi, if I'm
Hammer
right.
Point. No, RE45 has Hammer Point. Yeah.
Okay, has Hammer Point now and P2020, and the Peace. I mean, yeah. Wow. Mozambique has actually.
Hammer
I don't.
Point as well.
Is it Hammer Point?
All three of them do. They're kind of broken.
Okay, so all three of them have Hammer Point. It's crazy to me because like I played when beta was out. You know what I mean? I played when maybe a couple of weeks later. I mean, give me that. I mean, couple of weeks later when fucking Apex dropped, I was on it, if that. But the thing is, like, when they came out with the attachments with the guns, anyone that had played Apex in the beginning, like the very, very, very beginning, when they came out with the attachments, bro, the attachments were fucking lit. So I don't know if anyone remembers when
it made everything broken.
Right. So so everyone knows the moral of the story is that they came out with digi threats. I mean,
your camera's getting blurry.
Hammer Point with 3v3.
There you go.
Okay, better. Okay, so with 3v3s arenas, they came out with Hammer Point with PV2020, RE45, and Alternator.
Oh, that was Alternator. I'm sorry.
So if you guys remember when in the beginning of season 3, maybe 4, I can't exactly remember, but season 2. Season 2 actually. No. I know for a fact I'm right. For season 2, they came out with Digithreat and Hammer Point, and now they have it back into the 3v3s, and it's different for anyone that's played. It's very, 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 very different. It's not the same for Hammer Point. Sorry. Than it was in season 2. Yeah, season 2. It is now. So, like when I say that, like I love that it's there for when Michael was saying that he was saying how they bring it back. I love that it's there. But
I love that it's back, but it's fucking insane.
Say that again.
I said I love that it's back, but oh my god.
Yes.
It shreds.
But if anyone in the chat or the comments, the Alternator is not. It's not the way it was.
No.
If that makes
So
sense.
the Alternator is still pretty cracked because it has very little recoil, in my opinion. But it doesn't have the Hammer Point anymore, so it doesn't hit the same way. But it still shreds.
It still shreds, but when I mean like it's not the same, the attachment it comes with, not what it used to come with. It's different how Digithreat is different than it used to be when it first came out. Because when Digithreat first came out, I mean, if we all fucking remember, I mean, if you didn't play in season 2, that's okay. But for the people that do remember, bro.
Oh my gosh, it was great.
Digithreat was a fucking beast.
It should not have been allowed.
If you had Digithreat and if you had Alternator P2020 all decked out, you won the fucking match. That was it. As long as you have enough ammo. Exactly. As long as you have enough ammo and you have skill. I mean, there is skill involved with it because you have to.
To be completely honest, at season 2 with the Alternator, there was no skill. You just point, and shoot, and murder. You're
right. So, like, with them coming with that, I don't know. I know I'm rambling, but
the RE45 with it, that satisfaction you get with one clipping a person.
Oh my dude! I remember. Okay, so this was my setup. P2020 and Alternator, and quite literally, I would use the Alternator for P2020 first, and then the Alternator, and it was like, bro, like that. You know what I mean? Like if you knew how to switch weapons like so fast, where if you had a gold a gold mag, especially if you had a gold mag and it reloaded while you had all the attachments for both,
golden.
it was quite literally the brokest thing in the world. Like, especially if you hit your headshots, you're done. You're done.
Yeah, it just ripped people apart. Like you can literally mag dump 2 people and knock them.
Exactly.
With one mag.
I like Apex specifically, and I'm not like as big into Apex as you guys are. Obviously, I play it. I'm just fun. Like I just play it casually. Just having a good time.
The play still, yeah.
Didn't play competitively or anything super hard. I also came into Apex kind of late. I had people on Mixer introduce it to me like towards the end of Mixer days. Like that's how late I came into Apex.
Whoa. That's topic. Keep going.
Well, to put a time frame on it, But like towards the end of those, that's when I got brought into Apex because I wasn't really big on it. But I like Apex to the fact that they keep changing little things, and everybody thinks that they're fixing stuff. Call of Duty, we all know they're fixing shit. Like they're constantly fixing shit because shit's constantly broken. Apex,
I will land in a Call of Duty game and nothing loads for me.
Yeah. Apex, they're not fixing things. They're changing things to evolve your playstyle and change your playstyle and make you play the game differently.
And like they're changing in the environment.
That is the difference between COD devs and Apex devs. Apex devs, they're making you change up your playstyle to make you uncomfortable.
Yes.
If you're used to playing one way, next season, some shit's gonna change, and you gotta play a different way. That's how Apex rocks. COD, you're used to playing one way because this gun slaps this update, and they broke it. Yeah. Next update, they nerf it to the fucking balls and nerf it to the ground, and you have to find something totally different, and they broke it again. Like that's COD. COD is a broken game getting band-aided to death.
Yeah, it's like the ASL where you shoot through the entire map.
Apex is updates that make you just change your play style. Like that's all it is. It's more unique. It's more enjoyable that way. Like it forces you to get out of your shell and get out of your comfort zone and try other shit in the game, other than just, hey, this gun kills people, I'm gonna use it.
That's why I like that it cycles through the different maps. So like it's like, oh, I'm playing this map, I'm good, and then it changes to the next one like an hour later. So then it's like, oh shit, now I gotta think again, how am I gonna run this now?
See,
it's so strategic.
It is, because the thing is, like with between COD and Apex, you can sit there and learn COD's map all day, every day. But if you're not an original Apex player, you're not gonna know. Except for say you start this season, you're not gonna know the next map you're gonna be on in 30 minutes because that's the time limit they have when they switch from maps. You're not gonna know the next map.
30 minutes? I thought it was an hour.
It could be an hour. But I think it could 30 minutes to an hour. You're not gonna know the next map you're gonna be on if you didn't play before the seasons that's out now, or even 2 seasons ago, because like how Mike was saying, that it changes your play style, because yes, you can play COD and run around a map, have good movement, good rotation, good everything, but you're still gonna kind of know the map, and it's not gonna change for at least another couple seasons. I mean, a few seasons. So you're gonna at least learn the map. Maybe not the beginning, but you are gonna learn that map. But with Apex, you got to learn how to move with the map, because you either are, say, in the beginning of Apex, you were like had flat land but mountains. But now you have a map where you're sliding a lot more than you used to. You're bunny hopping a lot more than you used to.
Points, a lot more bushes, like hiding spots.
Well, exactly, and so like, and that's because the movement's changing with the map. So I mean, I agree. I agree with Mike when he was saying with that. You know, I do like COD, but if
It's a
COD
whole
took a
different story.
little, if COD took a little bit of note with other battle royales, because obviously that's the biggest thing now,
Yeah.
then I think that that would be a game changer.
So
But
do
for
updates.
example, think
Do
of it like
updates.
PUBG.
Do updates to change player behavior, not change fucking how hard a gun hits. Like that.
Yeah.
Like their updates are changing your loadout. That's what COD updates are. They change your loadout. They don't change
Right.
the game itself at all. They change your
Yeah.
loadout. Apex, they throw out updates to make you change your playstyle. Like,
Right.
hey, we got to push harder when we're in, when we're around cover or whatever else. We got to push harder. We got to hit at distance a little harder because the distance guns hit a little bit differently this game or this one.
Yeah, like I need more close range weapon
Or
versus long range or
you
medium
have
range.
a gun that slaps one update in Apex and they nerf it a little bit to the point where you're like, oh shit, I need to think back 3 seasons ago what hit hard because I got so used to this. So you kind of have to use your experience and your knowledge that you've learned over time to round yourself out more. Versus the next
Or
best
you gotta keep stacking
thing,
it.
the next best thing, he's going for the pyramid. Versus the next best thing on COD, and I don't like that because you're not changing your game. You're changing your loadout. You're essentially changing the skin. Like you're
Yeah,
changing
like
the
you get
skin of
10
the weapon.
loadouts to choose from.
Yeah, you're changing the skin of your weapon. They all shoot the same pretty much for the well. I mean, obviously there's differences
Out
between
there that is like,
SMGs, but you get my point. Is they all they all pretty much shoot the same. It's just this skin hits a little bit hard, a little bit differently, and a little bit harder than this skin every update.
Oh,
Apex,
yeah.
you got to change your movement. You got to change where you are in the map. You got to change. I mean, with the abilities to think about, you got to change what character you're using. Possibly, I mean, there's a ton of different more variables in Apex that make you change your play style whenever they do updates.
Now, one of the big things right now. Now I know I'm the only person, if I'm not mistaken, who's played this character so far, or Legend. Mad Maggie. She is an interesting concept.
see,
I've had some fun with her.
I haven't played her. I mean, anyone that's played Apex with me, you guys know my legend, but it's Bangalore, and I don't play with really many other people. But I haven't even. I mean, I want to try her eventually, but
Like,
I played with.
else.
Yeah,
except
I've
for
played
Lifeline.
with. I've played with. I mean, yeah, except for Lifeline. Lifeline will be my second one, but
Is Lifeline everybody's backup?
Yeah,
I feel like
much.
that's everybody.
Yeah, Revenant's my
Lifeline is-
main,
Yeah.
and then it's Lifeline or Octane.
Actually, no. So my old main is Pathfinder. My now old my main that I no longer touch anymore was Fuse because I'm using Maggie because she's kind of an interesting concept. So of course you have her torch that you can shoot at walls and it shoots fire through it, which is really huge because you can actually use it against Gibby's shield. And another thing with I guess you guys never told you that. So with Gibby's shield, bubble shield, you can actually put Mad Maggie's flame, or I don't know what to really call it off the top of my head, onto the actual shield itself, and it will shoot fire into the shield.
Huh.
So it acts as a wall.
So wait. Hang on. You're telling me that if you use Mad Maggie and Gibby, you're kind of unstoppable?
Pretty much.
Huh.
So you sit in the shield and shoot it out.
So another thing, this is where Mad Maggie and Octane come in play. So with Mad Maggie's Wrecking Ball, when you throw that, it actually drops speed boost on the ground. This is actually where it could be Octane or Bango. Because Bango gets her speed boost, Octane's just the fastest fuck. I mean, he's just fast as fuck in general.
Fast as fuck, boy.
Yeah.
Fast as fuck, boy.
So when you throw her Wrecking Ball, the Wrecking Ball drops speed boost the direction you throw it. So you can literally follow your ball The moment it hits someone, you slide and fucking just beam someone. It's fucking broken. So she technically has 2 passives and an ultimate.
Okay. Well, see, I've never used her, but I know her ultimate. Isn't it the ball, right?
The wrecking ball.
The wrecking ball.
Yeah, the gravity, the black hole
I
thing.
will, dude. I'm just saying, the fucking wrecking ball with me using bang. If you put the smokes right in front of the wrecking ball, and then you use the wrecking ball, and the wrecking ball puts out boosts, and then you throw another smoke, on your flank or whatever, wherever you think another player is gonna be. That, like, the way I think is, like, I'll use the boost, and then I'm like, okay, let me throw one in the front, and then throw one on the side where they're not gonna see me because I know they're gonna be on my side. They're not gonna be on my flank because someone's watching my flank at least.
Yeah.
And quite literally, if you use that completely right, oh my god!
And all they have to do is look at you because you're playing Bangalore.
It's insane. It's insane. I mean,
I'm a Bloodhound guy.
Bloodhound's
funny.
Dude, Bloodhound's good.
Yeah,
Bloodhound's good.
I spent money on Bloodhound.
I'm kind of a gross Bloodhound. I go a little hard with Bloodhound. I got to the point where all my friends were Bloodhound mains though, so I had to like choose another. Like I was big on Mirage for a minute.
I like Mirage. He's fun.
Yeah, but and I chose Mirage just because they added that invisible res
that's so
ability.
useful.
Just because it was how useful it really was in a gunfight.
He's like Lifeline. He's another character that's useful to have the gold backpack with in arenas.
Yeah.
Just because you go invisible.
Yeah.
Now
send your decoy off and then go for a res like that.
Yep. Now, 2 broken guns currently, except for like the RE45 with the hammer point and all that. The Mozambique and the Peacekeeper. So something interesting with them, you can be down to 1 shell. You slide and you fire off 2 shells. You can have 1 in the mag, 1 in the chamber. But when you slide, it reloads 1 by itself when you're sliding. And you can pop off 2 real fast. And it does stupid damage.
That's true. I mean, that is true. I agree with that.
Emergencies.
That's why you see a lot more Peacekeepers on the ground now.
I mean, okay, so question. If you had to pick the best Battle Royale you've played, or your most addictive Battle Royale you play, or the best Battle Royale, the best
general,
play. Yeah, in general, the way you play, what is your favorite Battle Royale?
Apex. It makes me think more.
Okay, what about you, Memphis?
I'm gonna have to say probably Warzone.
Okay, what about you, Mike?
I want to be different because I was gonna say Apex, but I'll be the different one since I've been on this one recently. But Super People on PC.
Okay, wow, that's different.
An interesting one.
Yeah,
interesting.
Because you have special abilities similar to Apex.
Yeah.
You have a rezzing system that PUBG does not have, and you have PUBG weapons and things like that I'm more comfortable with. Just in general.
I think I'm thinking of the wrong one. I might be thinking of the wrong one. I'm thinking of okay. You think that game that it's kind of like Apex, but you pick up like abilities which are like, I guess, Gauntlet, you would say?
No, different. It's different. Yeah.
Okay. You know which I'm talking about though, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know the name, but I've seen. But the one I'm talking about, it's basically skinned like PUBG. Obviously, a new, like, more crisp version of PUBG. Same weapons as PUBG, same vehicles, like everything's the same as far as that aspect goes.
I know what you're talking about. I can't think of the name.
There is, like Apex, there's characters with different special abilities. you can't
Okay.
use the special abilities in game until you level those special abilities up by surviving longer in the game itself. So, like, the
Smart.
longer you survive, the more abilities you can use towards the final circle.
Okay. That's.
So
I'm about to look into that.
it's I have it on PC and I think it's free right now. On Steam. But like I've been really like diving in that with my friends because I was a big PUBG fan when it first came out. Just the
Right.
bugs,
so was I.
the bugs killed me. So but it's way more crisp, it's way more modern of a PUBG. But then you have those things on Apex that I love where you have special abilities and you can choose different characters and things like that.
Like that on Apex, you can't use your ult constantly.
But just like you said, you can't abuse those abilities you have. You have to earn the usage of them. Like you have to actually,
God.
you have to survive and pick up boosters to earn the ability to use them.
Oh, make me go get food.
I want a Crunchwrap Supreme so bad.
Oh, I didn't even look at Jordy sitting there eating while I'm talking. Prick.
Hang on. I'm
Well,
DoorDash.
listen, man. There was a
DoorDash
burrito
some
that
Crunchwrap
was
Supreme,
set.
Michael.
Fuck off.
Yeah, come on,
There
man.
was a burrito that was
Yo,
sent.
buy me a
I mean, I
Crunchwrap
sent
Supreme. Get it
that
DoorDash
was
to me.
put in front of me,
I need
and
that shit.
I
I'm
am hungry, Mike. But I'm listening to you. I really am.
I
just don't feel like
appreciate
making
that.
anything right now.
But no,
But
it
I
has.
mean, I want to try out that game because it seems actually really, really interesting.
Hold on,
Yeah,
I'll be back.
it takes
What's
some
it called
getting
again?
used to. Super people.
Super people. Okay.
It takes some getting used to, and
Heard of
for sure. But like I said, like you have to like okay, so you have your boosters in Apex and every other damn
Right.
whatever. So
Right.
like you have your alt accelerant on Apex, right?
Right.
There's the same thing on this game that go towards your special abilities. Like you have just like Caustic has a toxic gas grenade. There's a character that is the same. Obviously, the cooldown's a little different, but but you have to find these boosters, and it's a pill. It just shows up as a pill on the ground. You take this pill, and then all of a sudden you unlock these different abilities with each character. And then they have alts, just like Apex, of like one of the guys uses a flamethrower, like that's his alt to clear buildings with. One of the guys has a minigun that he can pull out for like 15 seconds or something like that. So like there's a bunch of like different abilities that aren't like, I don't want to say futuristic, but like out of the realm of realism, I'll say. That you can pull out for each different individual character. But
oh yeah.
It's newer to me because I've only been playing it like a week, maybe two, but I really started to dig like
It's more intriguing.
the two games kind of mixed together because it's not like a basic like PUBG used to be just who has the better position, who has the better optic.
Yeah, I feel like that's a more interesting concept.
That's pretty much it. But then you have these characters with these special abilities. Like one of the guys moves really quickly. He has there's something where he can actually move quickly and go cover to cover a lot faster than normal people in the game. So it's like this dude can change position a lot faster than you can. So you have to kind of keep that in mind. Like when you engage the guy, you engage this character, he can bound to you a lot faster than anybody else can. So you have to be able to transition your sights and your aim really well. So there's a lot of different aspects to it. And like I said, I haven't even discovered everything in the game yet, but there's a lot of really cool things that I like in it.
I really want to try it out, but
And it's free.
Oh, it's free. Okay.
Yeah, it's free on Steam right now. So
well, right now I don't have my PC that I can play games on. Well, I mean, I can try it out on the laptop I have, but I do want to try it out, and when I do, we need to play together. For sure.
Yeah.
I mean, it sounds like a very. I mean, it sounds similar, like you said. It sounds very similar to Apex, and I feel like I would like it.
Yeah.
I like games that are not as popular, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because it seems like the games that are not as popular are really good.
The zone in this one too is okay, like Apex, you have a majority at the beginning of the game in Apex, you have the entire map, and then the zone narrows. The zone in this game, in order for them, this is kind of like a developer thing. In order for them to keep from having to make multiple maps, the zone is only on like a section of the map. Like it's all one huge map, but the zone is randomized, and you only go to like certain corners or certain sections of the map. It's not completely open off the start. It's literally quarantines you to kind of like a certain side of it.
Okay.
So it in order as a developer, that's kind of like, to me, that'd be easier because you make just one massive map, and then each game you don't really have to load it. It's just different sections you have to do as far as like development goes.
So wait, like people don't land; they just get spawned into different.
No,
sections?
you land.
Oh,
It's
okay,
it's just like helicopter dropping or dropping out of a plane. It's the same concept.
Yeah,
It's
same
just,
concept. Like,
it's just you only go to a certain corner or a certain section that you don't know until you spawn in the helicopters.
Okay.
So
Makes
like
sense.
as soon as you spawn, you got to open your map up and see where the zone is, and like, oh shit, okay, it's over here. I need to. What towns are there? What's the towns with the most loot? And you kind of have to like come up with an action plan within like 15 seconds of spawning in.
You know, with that drop off, what you're describing, it sounds like Realm Royale.
Kinda,
Because,
yeah.
because it shows you. I don't know if you ever played Realm, because it shows you where the zone's
It's
going to
fun.
be, and what towns you need to pick, and you have to pick it in a certain amount of seconds, because
Yeah.
where that zone's going to be is going to be the hot drop.
Yeah.
That, you know what I mean? Everyone's going to land there, but outside that zone is going to be the storm. So you can land outside the zone, but you're going to be closer to the storm than you are going to be if you're inside the zone.
Yeah.
So it's kind of that's actually sounds really cool.
It doesn't allow you to jump outside the storm. That's the one thing. It doesn't give you the option to jump until you hit the wall.
Okay. See, that sounds like a game that I would enjoy, because it sounds like
Very fast pace, in my opinion.
Yeah.
That's what
it sounds
It
like it sounds like Apex and Realm.
Yeah. The I forgot about this part. There is a crafting system in the game as well. So
See,
like,
and yep, that's what Realm has that too. So
yeah,
yeah.
I've never played Realm, but you find raw materials and you can upgrade your weapons, backpacks, armor, helmets,
Okay.
things like that as you find raw materials in game.
So okay. So like now it sounds like it would be with like Realm, Apex, and like even Darwin. Honestly, because you have to gather materials.
Yeah, you don't necessarily have to. Like, it's an option, but like if you have a level 1 helmet and you just keep finding the raw materials and you can't find a level 2, then you just hit Alt 2, and the dude, it's funny animation. He'll pull out like a small anvil with a hammer and he'll hit it like 4 times. So don't do it if you're in a firefight, is what I mean. So like, he'll hit it 4 times, and then it'll upgrade your helmet or your armor or your backpack or your whatever else, or even your guns. You can even upgrade your guns, because like Fortnite has white, green, blue, purple, gold guns.
Right.
This has similar color weapons. They don't increase your stats a lot. They'll increase your damage by like 10. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like, so it's not a total game changer, but I found a blue one. Oh shit! Let me drop this green one. It gives me an extra 10 damage on a sniper rifle that puts me into knocking somebody on one hit instead of hitting them twice.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
there is a little bit of that kind of aspect to it. Sorry, I'm remembering things as I'm thinking about it.
So it's kind of like PUBG in a different way, where you have to, you can gather your attachments if you find them on the ground. And if you gather the right attachments, your gun is better.
Yeah.
Okay,
Now,
but
if you have
could
if you,
craft
if you
them,
have the
though.
attachments, it doesn't make it hit harder. You actually have to either craft to upgrade the gun, or find the gun that has higher damage. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah,
But
I
That's
get
the
what you mean.
crafting is pretty cheap. It's like, it's like you find a few raw materials and you can upgrade it and stuff like that. So it's not like you're going to be looking all game and you're still going to be rocking the same starter gun.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So like you just find a couple raw materials and you're good to go for the game for the most part.
Right.
But they're not like the materials aren't exactly. I don't want to say they're super common, but it's like just enough to where you have to pick damage over armor.
Which makes sense.
You know what I mean? Like you can't just beef yourself out unless it's like super endgame last circle type of thing. Then you're probably beefed up pretty good. But like for most of the game, you have to kind of choose damage versus protection.
Right.
Which makes sense, especially for the concept of the game that you're talking about, especially if it's a mix between PUBG and Apex. It makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Well, this episode, I'm gonna wrap up. If anyone else had any topics they want to talk about real quick. If not, that's fine.
I've got more for the next one.
Yeah, we'll save the rest for the next.
We're doing another one. So, but for this episode, we had a great fucking time hanging out with all the idiots here. I mean, Mike's an idiot now, just so you know, Mike, you're an idiot for even joining this podcast.
You ain't gotta tell me.
But
yeah, dude, you're gonna have
so
to
you
sign
guys
a
know,
waiver
this
next
is
week.
Drunken Idiots. And now we have another, we have another segment or another side show than just the Drunken Idiots podcast. Now we actually have reacts. So if you haven't checked that out, we post weekly on the reacts and the podcast, so you should check that out. And we're on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter. We're on Discord. I feel like I'm forgetting something. I mean, Twitch. If you're not watching us on Twitch right now, we're on Twitch. We're on YouTube. Just look up Drunken Idiots or Drunken Idiots Podcast. That's all you have to look up, and you'll find us on all the socials. So yeah, if you don't check us out, then you're a noob. You're lame. And if you're watching,
ready for the comment there. Says good stream.
You can find us at your mom's favorite streamer.com.
Exactly. Your mom's favorite streamer.com. Right there. I like it. So if you're, you know what, we're your mom's favorite streamer. So you definitely should like, comment, and subscribe if you're on YouTube. And if you're not, then you should definitely follow on anything that you're watching this on, or clips, anything whatsoever. We love you all. Please show us your support. We have been seeing your support a lot. I promise you, a lot on all of our socials. Thank you for all the love and support. Shots for the support. Where's
also, thank you to the now 11 people that are here with us.
And I do want to say before we take the shot, we are at 94.2 hours watched. 64 subscribers on YouTube, over a 6,000 viewers. Accounts we have reached on Instagram, almost 100 followers on TikTok, almost 100 views on TikTok. I mean, I can keep on going. Thank you. Let's cheers, boys. This was a great fucking episode. Y'all have a great night. Peace out.